morning. I am Neenu, Assistant Professor in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department from Holy Grace Academy of Engineering. Today in this lecture, we have discussed about the topic beam steering, which is in the module 4 of Antenna and Wave Propagation as per the KTU syllabus. Okay, let's begin the topic. First, what is beam steering? And what is beam steering? Beam steering is changing the direction of main lobe of the antenna radiation pattern. That is actually beam steering. The name indicates steering means changing the direction as per our requirements. That is beam steering. Okay, then why we need this beam steering? Why we need this beam steering? In some applications we need beam steering. That is because we all know that what is an antenna? Antenna is a radiating element. Antenna, it's a radiating element which converts the current. We have given to any current or voltage into the antenna that will be converted into corresponding electromagnetic radiation, and the antenna will propagate that radiation into the space, and at the receiving end it's vice versa happening. That is that receiving the electromagnetic wave and converted into corresponding current and voltages. Okay, that's the basic principle of an antenna. Our aim is, in most of the application, our aim is to increase the strength of the antenna radiation pattern. So we need antenna array. Antenna array. Antenna array. As the name indicates, it is the array of antennas. There are so many antenna elements we have placed in an array. We get an antenna array. These antenna elements are equally spaced one. That is, the distance between each antenna elements is equal. Similar antennas at equal distance, we get an antenna array. Thus, we can increase the radiation pattern of the antenna. So, in normal case, there are two types of antenna arrays that exist. That is broadside array. Broadside array. In the case of broadside array, the radiation pattern is perpendicular to the direction of the antenna axis. That is the broadside array. In other type of antenna array is end fire array. End fire array. In that case, the radiation pattern is along the axis of the antenna array. That is the end fire array. These are the main two cases of the antenna radiation pattern oriented. One is along the axis of the array and one is perpendicular to the axis of the array. In some application we need the direction in between that, like end fire and broadside case. That means we need to tilting the antenna pattern to some other device in between the angle, some other angle other than the broadside and end fire case. In that case, we go for beam steering. That is, in this case, we know that this is the base station transmitter. There is a device 1. The antenna beam is connected to this device. If we want to connect it to another device also, we just steer this beam. Steer this beam, that means change this beam to another device. And if many more devices are there, we can also change the steering angle. We can make the radiation to our required devices by changing these steering angle. That's the requirement, or that's the importance of beam steering in an antenna. Then, how it is? How we can steer the antenna beam, or how we can steer the antenna? There are two types of steering. One is, we all know how we can steer. We can mechanically steer. We can mechanically steer the antenna into the required device. By using some electrical motors, etc., we can steer. That steering is mechanical steering. But in the case of large size antennas, that is very difficult to mechanically steer the antenna using electrical motors is a very difficult problem. So we are go for electronic steering. This we can do that some softwares and hardwares. In electronic steering, what we are doing is that we are most of the cases we are using this electronic steering. In electronic steering, what we are using that we have to change the antenna current, that means phase of the antenna current. Thus by we can change the direction of the radiation pattern. We all know that the antenna we have give a current I and a voltage V. This current voltage we can change the phase of this current. Thus by we can change the radiation pattern to our required direction. That is the electronic steering. That means phase shifting the antenna current, we can change the antenna's beam. That is actually happening in beam steering. Okay. Then how we can change that? We can change that progressively. Why it is progressively? Progressively means we can make the steering continuous. That means there are so many devices. We can connect it to one device, then connected to again 2, then connected to 3, and this will happening in continuously. What we have to do? We have to do changing the phase of the current progressively. That means consider the element, first antenna element 1. In an antenna array, first element we have to give a current I by changing the phase, that is phi 1. And again we have to give a current by changing the phase phi 2. Then again other element we have to give the current by changing the phase phi 3. Okay, this is the phase changing we are happening here, and by this phase changing the radiation pattern of the antenna also changed. Okay, so this progressively means we have start for example we have start with a current from 0 degree, then another current we have to, next element we have to start with pi by 2, then next element we have to start with pi. There is a progressive phase shift is here. Thus by we can get the continuously steer the radiation pattern. This is the principle behind beam steering. Then how we mathematically represent the beam steering? We can assume that we need a radiation pattern in the angle of theta 0. We just assume that we need a radiation pattern in the angle of theta 0. In this case, we all know that in module 2 we also discussed about the phase angle between two antenna elements. Phi is equal to phase angle, psi is equal to beta d cos theta plus alpha. This is the phase angle between the antenna elements, where beta is the propagation constant, d is the distance between the antenna, theta is the angle, phase angle, alpha is the phase shift. Okay, here we can this is the alpha, this is the phase shift. Here we are doing the phase shifting in alpha. Changing this alpha, we can change the direction or steer the antenna pattern. If we are assuming the direction of theta 0, we put it theta 0 here. Assume that we have also steer the antenna to the required direction, then psi is equal to 0. That means beta d cos theta 0 plus alpha is equal to 0. That means alpha is equal to minus beta d cos theta 0. So this indicates this changing the alpha. That means this changing this phase shift, that is alpha, we can change the beam. Thus by we can change the beam positively and again the same distance to negatively. That is squinting the antenna angles. That is the alpha is equal to minus beta d cos theta 0. Okay, we can next we can do the phased array antenna. This is one of the application of beam steering. The beam steering technique is used in phased array antenna. What is a phased array antenna? Phased array is consisting of array of antenna elements which have been connected to a phase shifter. That is phased array antenna. That is there are this is an array of antenna. They are equally spaced at a distance d. There are 4 antenna elements. Each have to connected to a phase shifter. We all know that then this will be connected to a transmitter or a receiver. That means antenna can act as both transistor and receiver. So this give a current I, and the I is going to all elements I, and this current after passing through this phase shifter, these currents are phase shifted and enter into this antenna. And again also I is entering to this alpha to phase shifter and phase shifting the angle and entering to again element. And adding these all elements constructively and destructively, we can steer the antenna pattern like our requirement. Okay, by constructively and destructively adding the phased beams of these antenna elements. Okay, for example, we are considering the simple case with a 2 antenna elements. We are considering a small dipole antenna here. Antenna 1 first dipole and antenna 2 second dipole. They are connected placed as an array, and we have connected to a current I. The first element, the second element we have given 0 degree phase shift, and for the first element I also given 0 degree phase. There is no phase shifting is here. The radiation pattern of this antenna array. That means adding the radiation pattern of these two, we get the radiation pattern like this. Okay. In beam steering, what we have done, our phased array, what we have done, we have changing the phase of the current. That means considering the antenna 2 again, we have given a current with a phase shift to 0 degree. Then to the antenna element 1, we have given a current with a phase shift of 22 degree. So there is a phase difference between these two currents. Due to this, the antenna beam of this one and this one also change, adding this 2 beams constructively and destructively. Constructively means the same phase signals are added, in destructively opposite phases are cancelled. Then added constructively, we get the radiation pattern like this by tilting some angle, or this is the actual radiation pattern axis. Thus by we change to this much. This much change is given here. This is the principle behind the beam steering. This will be applied to this phased array antennas. In this beam steering, we can't steer the angle too much. That means there is a limit to the steering. That limit, most of the cases that the bearing angle limit is steering angle limit is 120 degree. 120 degree means 60 degree left and 60 degree right. The total 120 degree angle we can steer the antenna beam. So this is the principle behind phased array antenna. Then the advantages of this beam steering and phased array antenna is that by this phased array antenna we can high gain, we get side lobe levels are very low. And the next important thing is no mechanical movement is needed. We also previous section we said that Mechanical movement is not done here. Electronical movement are done through the software and hardware. So no mechanical movement is needed. Then multifunction operation. By beam steering, we can connect to more than one devices at a time. So that is multifunction operation. Then reduction of fault signal component. In the case of this beam steering, some of the signal from these antenna elements are fault and not connecting. In that case, the total beam not affected. Some fault in the some other elements that is not affect the main beam. That is why reduction of fault signal component. The disadvantage is low frequency operations, working low frequency and complex structure. Due to this phase shifters, we are adding phase shifter to each element. That is why the structure become very complex. So then, and due to this complex structure, we need more hardware. That is why cost is very high. The application mainly the steering. The steering is mostly applied into radar. Radar tracking. We are find out the object. We are using this antenna steering. That is one of the application is radar tracking. Next is direction finding. To find the direction of some other objects, we can use this antenna steering. Next in smart antennas. In the 5G technology, we all know that antennas we are using is smart. That is why the main technique behind this smart antennas is what? Beam steering. So that's all about beam steering.